So here we are with part two of this segment of Ohio State Helter Skelter from last year that's going to be setting the tone for this year. This is the start of the second half. So the last video showed the end of the first half, which was an explosion. After, Ohio State had been playing great defense and great energy. It was building. I think Michigan State had the early lead. Certainly have a lot more talent. We're the number one team in the country. Ohio State was brand new coach, new team. But we came back from an early deficit, hung in there, stayed tight at 29 all. It just exploded. Everything off of great defense. And that was all about the feet, which, it goes, heart, buy into the coach, feet, defense, stop scoring, energy, team unity. And I didn't even, at the end, fan, it's a culture. Culture, unity, I guess you could call it. I mean, it's fans, it's everybody going nuts. And it was fantastic. Anyway, so we start the second half. Well, obviously, they don't start running out on the court going crazy. Nothing like that. It's actually a controlled play. Holtman calls a lot of plays that are cool. And this was a backdoor cut by actually this guy right here, Cam Williams. Or maybe he's up there. I don't know what, but he back and forth, and then he does a backdoor cut. But it was a planned play with some screens and stuff. And that just shows you, but it's crisp. I mean, right now, it's not like Helter Skelter means that it's not chaos. It's towards the chaos end of the spectrum, but it's not chaos. It's controlled chaos. And it certainly doesn't mean you have to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You don't want to be doing that. And, so coming out in the second half, this is a very controlled play, and they did it to perfection, and they executed it. So Helter Skelter, a lot of times it will be, especially with basketball, execution gets lost in the energy, and that's okay. I mean, I know coaches want to hit me over the head for saying that, but really, I mean, a lot of things good will come out of that from the instincts and just what people will call luck. And I'll show that in a minute. But this is a part where the execution is just flawless, and that will also be part of it. Because what happens is your energy is so high, the feet are so good, everything's connected, the team is connected. So that will actually lead to more execution. And then when the execution breaks down, you'll get quote unquote lucky too. It's not luck though. Okay, so here we go. So here's the first. Look at that little set screen. Yeah, that's Williams right there. Backdoor cut. Boom. That was run to perfection. That was awesome. Might just want to see that again. I mean, that makes a coach so fired up to come out and, he calls a play and they just run it like this. But again, it's all about the energy. Boom. 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 Cut. Look at that. Boom. It's awesome. And look at the energy. I mean, look at it's incredible. You can't beat, energy is the number one thing. You can't, that, and of course, that automatically leads to unity. Unity of team, unity of fan base, unity of everything. So, again, good move by Jackson, one of the top recruits in the country, number 2. We don't have anybody that high. Diop, as great as he is, wasn't that high of a recruit like that. So, they have, Michigan State had Bridges, Jackson, both top 10 recruits. Okay. So here we go. Look at this, movement around, and watch this. This is where you might want to say luck. This is Cam Williams, good 3-point shooter, but kind of off balance, threw it up, good defense, and then he went in. I mean, and then we get the call. Of course we get the call. So, and then I'm going to jump ahead to this nice little up and down move, up and under, I should say, by Wesson, the center, our young freshman center. Yeah, right here. Look at this. We got the ball down low to him, up and under, against another top recruit from Michigan State, Ward. But again, I mean, why I'm showing that is it's not all about running around like crazy. There's all kinds of things start happening. Look at him. Look at Wesson jumping around. The energy's there. And I'm going to show one last thing. I will go back to the chaos element more. But what I'm trying to say is Helter Skelter helps the order. It sounds like it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a dynamic opposition, which is what power spread is all about. Seemingly opposites coming together to produce a greater whole. And so, it seems like opposite. Why would Helter Skelter help order? But it does. And so you run better plays, execution. The center is down there making great up and under moves. Guys are playing to the best of their ability. Teams are playing to the best of their ability. That's why I say a little chaos is good, especially in it's good for every sport. You have to let it go. Even for tennis, which is a high-ordered accuracy sport, a little chaos is good. But especially for basketball, you really have to have that. Now, here's where we really get into some chaos right here. And again, people will call this luck, probably. It is far from luck. It's called energy. And then some people will say, like, they're trying so hard, their heart. Well, you need that in the beginning. You need to get, when you recruit, I always say attitude over talent. That's my opinion. But if you can get both, that's awesome. But anyway. So, okay, look, that's a little bit of whatever. That's good defense is what that was. Michigan State's got a great transition defense by Diop. Missed the layup, who cares? On the ground, get on the ground, get after the ball. We're all over the place. I like this. I don't mind the missed layup because I love this. Look at this. We don't need execution. Look at this. Look at ball slips out of his hands. Look at that. I'm losing it too here. Okay, so I'm losing it on the video here. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, chaos. We can do no wrong. Well, it's not really chaos. It seems like chaos, but it's Helter Skelter. A slight difference and a huge difference. One small step for man, one giant step for man. I mean, what I mean by that is, Helter Skelter is fantastic, but you can slip into chaos very easily. That scares coaches, of course. But no, this isn't chaos. It's controlled chaos. The energy is fantastic. They're all moving in unit. Even as you see that picture right there, you see these 4 guys. I mean, they look, or 5, I should say, I'm sorry, right around here. It looks like a string, like hooking these guys together. They're so unified right now. The energy is enormous from the crowd. Yeah, and this can happen in January. This can happen in any time for any game. But it's predicated upon what I call Helter Skelter.